133, there's a 242 happening at 12th and K. 10th and J, we need probably about another 5 to 10 officers.
3 walking gunshot wound victims. Sutter.
That is audio from the early moments of the investigation into a deadly mass shooting in downtown Sacramento this morning. It all started around 2 a.m. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Thomas.
And I'm Madison Wade, joining you live from the scene of yet another mass shooting in America. Right now, we are standing on 9th and K streets. It is very quiet compared to what happened here around 2 this morning when gunfire erupted following a fight that was captured on a lot of different cell phone videos that were then posted to Instagram and Twitter as many saw this scene unfold and play out on social media. We know 6 people are dead. Many are in the hospital, some fighting for their lives. Some of this video we're about to show you is very hard to listen to and watch. We want to give you a warning before we play one of those videos right now. This video shows a fight. Police believe this fight may have led to the shooting, and people began running as the gunfire breaks out. We know a stolen gun was recovered, multiple shooters, according to Sacramento police. We have team coverage, live team coverage tonight. ABC 10's Giacomo Luca was at a news conference earlier today with city officials. ABC 10's Kevin John is live inside the Golden One Center right now, where the Warriors and the Kings are playing. A moment of silence was held for the shooting victims, where this all took place behind me. Ananda Rachita has been working tirelessly all day to get more information about the people involved in this, the people who are no longer alive. So we want to start right now with ABC 10's Van 2, live with the very latest information only a few blocks away from where I'm standing. Van.
Well, Madison, tonight the coroner's office is working to positively identify all 6 of those victims shot and killed in this mass shooting, and also notify their next of kin. Another 12 people were injured by a hail of rapid gunfire that erupted around 2 a.m. this morning downtown in the K Street nightlife corridor. And you can see here where I'm standing along 10th and L Street, a small but growing memorial of candles and flowers left for those victims. It's just yards away from the crime scene. So what you are looking at now down 10th Street, we can see several evidence markers. A security guard working overnight had a vantage point to count them all, and he said he counted 46 evidence markers, many of them indicating a shell casing. So with the video that Madison had shared with us earlier and these evidence markers, you can get the sheer sense of how much gunfire erupted overnight here. Now, here at the end of the crime scene investigation area, we've seen family members and even survivors with visible injuries showing up here, just waiting for answers, that trickle of information as we enter the 15th, 16th hour since the shooting. Now, they have asked for privacy as they gathered, and we are respecting that. What we do know, beyond the number of people hurt or killed, police believe there are multiple shooters involved here, and they have recovered one stolen firearm at least. The police are also combing through several videos, and they have also put out a QR code, and if you scan that QR code, it would lead you to what they are calling an evidence portal. They are asking community members who may have been out here in the early morning hours if they have any photos or videos to share with investigators to go ahead and upload it to their evidence portal. And again, that QR code can be found on our website, on air, and on Twitter as well. Meanwhile, there will be a vigil held tonight, a couple, but the big one that we are learning now will be at Cesar Chavez Plaza at 7 o'clock, a moment really for the community to gather as we're reeling and processing so many emotions tonight. Back to you.
Van, thank you. And again, I'm standing only a few blocks away from where you are on the west side of this crime scene as Sacramento police are continuing to investigate tonight. Our ABC 10's Giacomo Luca has been talking to city officials all day. He was at a news conference just hours ago getting the very latest information as this continues tonight. Giacomo, what's the latest from where you are?
Madison, earlier today we heard from Chief Kathy Lester with the Sacramento Police Department, who recently took over for Daniel Hahn. She spoke very briefly, offering a few new details into the shooting, talking about how 3 of the people were men, 3 of the people were women that were killed in this devastating attack in downtown last night or into early this morning. She also said and mentioned that police do have a video of that shooting, but didn't describe exactly what it shows, but said that there were police cameras in the downtown area near 10th and L that actually captured some of that incident. We also heard from Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg, Katie Valenzuela, who represents the district where the shooting happened, as well as a number of other violent incidents in town. We also heard from Barry Axius, a community activist who brought the issue of needing to support youth in Sacramento to light. He's been talking about that for decades now. I want to now go to Kathy Lester, who spoke earlier today.
The scale of violence that just happened in our city is unprecedented during my 27 years here at the Sacramento Police Department. We are shocked and heartbroken by this tragedy, but we are also resolved as an agency to find those responsible and to secure justice for the victims and their families.
We must all take stock and ask ourselves, what can we do different? What can we do better to not ensure this will never happen again, because that's impossible, but to do everything we can to minimize the chance that we will stand here like this on a Sunday afternoon, mourning the deaths of innocent people and mourning their families.
So many people tonight in Sacramento mourning the losses here and so many injuries that occurred in this tragedy. The mayor calling gun violence in America a sickness that needs to be dealt with. And it's something that he and a number of council members brought up today, and saying it is something, although we don't have the actionable items just yet, something they say they want to address. Back to you.
Giacomo, thank you. Very latest information also on our website, abc10.com, as we are learning more information from the officials in this investigation. And Chris, we know that the blocks of streets in this area will be closed for quite some time. There's no indication when this investigation will wrap up here. Again, 6 people killed, many in the hospital, many hurt tonight, many hurting tonight. People in the community, Chris, have come up to us asking, when is this city going to grow up? When are people here going to wake up? And those are real questions that I don't have an answer to. You know, it's just one of those moments when you cover something like this, how it just hits you and makes you feel for so many people in this community. Chris.
Madison, you've been there all throughout the day, talking to witnesses, talking to people who literally had to run for their lives. I know it's something that you've been sharing on your Twitter and Instagram pages. If people would like to see some of those thoughts, you can go there as well. Or Madison Wade reporting live for us. We're going to check back in shortly, Madison. But I do want to show you this, because this is Mass this morning at Cathedral of the Blessed Sacrament. People were seen praying for the victims of the K Street shooting. The pastor said this morning, we are praying for Sacramento and all those who were killed and impacted.